I got in trouble on one time. This group came after me because I said Marjorie belonged to me.
And they said she's not a possession. She's a person. She's a human.
She is. She mine. What is you talking about? She belonged to me, but I got news for you. I'm hers. I belong to her. See, if you don't like that system, carry your punk ass on. Go do something else and let me know how that work out for you. I want to belong to somebody.
Right.
I want somebody to belong to me. I take care of my wife and my family. That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
Steve Harvey, I'm gonna tell you what we bring to the table, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, and I want you to listen up. So you listen real clear. So you turn off all your distractions and everything. You sit your ass back down in that fucking chair from that other coon and shit. And I want you to hear this, okay? What we bring to the table is our fucking lives! Our lives, goddammit! My motherfucking life! A life! Do you understand that? Do you understand what I just said? We bring our lives to the table. We sacrifice our lives. And all we're asking is shit is for some fucking reciprocity, okay? It's not my job to make someone happy and shit that don't give a fuck about me. It's not my job that somebody live their every breath to tear me down and tell me I ain't shit and to misraise my kids and to fuck up my future. It's not my job to go out and act like a goddamn pit bull. It's not my job to do that. I ain't no fucking security guard and shit. I ain't no butler. I ain't no mechanic. I ain't none of that shit. And I ain't no fucking stepdaddy for niggas that she misappropriated her own fucking womb and had kids with. It's not my job to do that. It's no one's job to do that shit. You're telling us to lay our lives down for nothing. To believe that we are nothing. Fuck you, Steve Harvey. Okay, fuck you. Lest we forget, you bought your current wife. You weren't good enough for your current wife. She wasn't good enough to tough it out with you through all them years and shit. You had to have the bag. You had to bring her the bag because she can't stand the sight of you. You say that she belongs to you. That is true. You bought your wife like a whore. Okay, you bought your wife like a whore. Alright? And I don't think she gives a fuck about you. She cares. When you hug that bitch at night, her hand goes around and goes into your back pocket and pick your wallet out, motherfucker. You want to talk about what your job is to do, to be taking care of your wife and your kids and shit. Well, look at the job you done with your stepdaughter. Look what she's doing. She's hoeing out there. She's hoeing. Your daughter acts like a whore. A fucking whore. How dare you talk to black men? How dare you talk to us? You see a black man walking down the street, you look at the fucking ground. You don't have the right to look us in the face. You're a failure of manhood. No one can learn shit from you except how to be a simp, a loser, a body boy for them the goddamn Jamaican homies. You are not a king. Okay? You are not a king. You're not a knight. You're a servant. And you know that. Every time you look in the mirror, you can't stand the sight of yourself. So you come out here and you flick shit like a goddamn monkey. You fucking porch monkey. And for Christ's sakes, I wish you would put that wig back on. I'm tired of looking at your bald head. It gives me criminal thoughts about flying your head, nigga. They're like, swing it on you. How dare you? How dare you come and talk to us? Okay? We share melanin. That is all. Okay? You are not a man. You are a male. A male. I wouldn't even call you a beta male. You're a female, nigga. How dare you talk to us? It's been decades, centuries of this shit. And we're tired of this. We want something new. We want it to change. Do you understand? We want change. That's why I'm a fucking misogynist anarchist and shit, okay? I just can't see the point of fucking doing the same thing over and over again. I'm not gonna get in that circle jerk with you and these other beta males and shit, these female simps, and walk around, nod my head and shit until I pop off or get taken out. Okay, we ask very little from them, but they want our lives. They want everything, your future, your life, everything. Fuck the money. Bitch can have the money. We don't care about that. We're not gonna give up our lives for nothing, Steve. And you need to keep black men's name out your mouth. Okay, you need to keep their names out your fucking mouth, bitch. God damn. Now, you know, my young kings, you know, sometimes I go off on a tangent. Right? I'm wholly focused right now. I want you to look at this bald-headed motherfucker, okay? He's wealthy, okay? And he's a country goon, okay? So everyone that was infinitely more talented than him has fallen off and shit or passed away. And it's just leaving him as the last man standing and shit. And this guy is the guy that you don't want in your circle, okay? When you see these weak motherfuckers in your circle, you push them at arm's length and you keep pushing until they disappear. Don't allow them around you, okay? Because they bring nothing to the table themselves as far as friendship, fellowship, or anything, or loyalty. He wrote this fucking book. Wrote a fucking book, man. You know? He wrote a book affirming the masculinity of these black women. A book he didn't need to write and shit, but he made a killing off of it. And he makes a killing off of sucking up and simping and shit. Alright, he ain't never stood for a goddamn thing and shit. Right? And he bought his wife. You bought your wife, man, okay? She don't love you. She don't love you. She love your zeros behind on your check, okay? She love that shit, okay? She don't give a fuck about you. And you've done a bad job as a father. Look at your stepdaughter, okay? Your stepdaughter's a whore. A fucking whore, okay? How does that read on you? She got your last name, motherfucker. You cool with her being a whore? You know, slutting out, fucking everybody thing that moves and shit with 6 zeros behind his name and shit. You cool with that? You cool with having your name associated with that kind of behavior? And you have the nerve to sit up here and talk to black men about masculinity and shit. How dare you? Fuck you, man. That's why I'm telling you, brothers, okay, I'm coming to you for real. I'm talking to you for real, okay? I'm serious. You know, you can take what I say with a fucking grain of salt. But you know I come from the heart, okay? Keep your head on a swivel and shit. Protect your bag and shit. More importantly, protect your seed and shit. Do not give anyone access to your future, okay? Be unapologetically masculine and selfish to a fault, okay? It's the only way we're going to break this vicious cycle, break these chains and whatnot, okay? It's time for us to become, okay, with or without our goddamn women. If they don't want to snap the form and shit, if they can't figure that out amongst themselves, I have no business over there talking to those sisters. But if they can't figure that shit out amongst themselves, then there's infinitely more women on the planet and shit in which to rebuild whatever the black community is going to be in the future and shit. Okay, and that's not limited to this goddamn country. Okay, and don't listen to people like Stephen Harvey and shit. He is a fucking failure and shit. He gave up a long time ago. He has no self-respect for himself, and he hates you for existing and shit. Why else would he side with those women and write that fucking book? He didn't write no book telling no brothers how to get the bag or secure their legacy or anything and shit, because he has no legacy. His legacy is his stepdaughter, who he didn't even father. That's some other nigga he fathered and shit. He simped out. He He drank the Kool-Aid and shit, and he took all the talking points. He probably even got pegged and shit by his old lady. Okay, he probably got strapped by her fucking ass when I listen to this bitch. The only way, this is how you know when somebody's being disingenuous with you, young men. Okay, they always real passionate and shit when they talking shit to you, but they mumbling and shit with the people that's really doing the shit. Okay, the people that's really fucking with them, that shit get on their nerves, is pressing on their frontal lobe, and they pussies and they cowards and shit. So they come looking for the low hanging fruit and shit. And unfortunately, over here in the colonies and shit, they see us as low hanging fruit and shit. Okay, so here he come. Here he come like with his effeminized energy and shit, talking trash on a fucking TikTok with Shannon Sharp, another weak ass nigga and shit, a fucking buck who been buck broken and shit many times over, along with Steve here too. Okay? Alright? SYSBM equals save yourself, black man.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.